Guys, getting so many messages from relatives and parents of people who've gone through drug addiction. If you want to see how I got off drugs and how my life changed dramatically.
Do you know Moonspell? Sorry, Nelson, I don't know what that one is. We got 11 people on, that's pretty good. Yeah, anybody who's watching who's new would love to know. I'm also on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so I'm really trying to push this. So if you're new and you like guitar stuff, please consider hitting subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm sorry, I don't know Panama. I'm on to do sort like a metal sort of playing guitar stream. So thank you so much, Chrissy. Just gotta play some cool riffs. You can let me know if you like them or not. Yeah, any questions, guys, ask away. I love answering questions about playing guitar. If I know the song, I'll try and play it, but just there's a chance I don't know it. Pavia, hello. I sub, please play Mr. Crowley solo. I wish I knew that one, man. It's one of my all-time favorite guitar solos, and I think for that reason I'm quite intimidated about the idea of learning it. I do have a cover of Crazy Train up on my YouTube channel. You can check that out because it's another Randy Rhoads solo. But someday, yeah, I love that. Both those guitar solos are phenomenal. But yeah, I have a cover of the Crazy Train solo, and it's a great one. I do want to play Mr. Crowley. Stick with me, and I will do a cover of that eventually. It's one of my favorite guitar solos of all time. It's so good. Symptom of the Universe, Black Sabbath. I don't know enough Black Sabbath, Eastwood. Thank you for the suggestion. Maybe I can look into learning that one though. I know this so far. So I have a full cover of Paranoid from a few years ago. I'm actually really proud of that one. Did the guitar solo and stuff. But yeah, you can definitely check that out. But as I say, really trying to push to try and get the 2,000 subs. So if you like this sort of stuff, please consider hitting subscribe. I'm trying to do these often. I'm trying to do guitar reviews often, as well as guitar covers and things like that. So if you like metal guitar playing and you just like a normal dude talking about metal guitar, that's me. So I'm gonna jump into a song here I'm learning at the moment. Any Killswitch Engage fans?
Love music gear, but hate the price?
Adverts.
When you buy used and like new music gear on Reverb, you can save.
Holy dive, I'll do. Kinda. Hello. There's a few people joined there. Yeah. So I'm gonna jump into a Killswitch Engage song. Any fans of that particular band? This is a song off their new album I love, and it's hard in the down picking, which is which is why I really like it. It's really challenging. Hello. Who's still here after that? How's it going? Yeah, so that was a song called Where It Dies by Killswitch Engage. Really good for the down picking. Really hard to play though. Your hand tends to wear out quite quickly. Mate Docs, there you go. Master of Puppets. You should subscribe for that. Thank you so much, Smithy the goalie, footballer, I'm guessing. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, anybody else? You're clearly just a big Aussie fan, man. I love it. I don't know enough, unfortunately. I do. There's so many good songs there. I just haven't put the time into even trying to learn. I'll definitely get on some sort of Aussie kick soon though, because there's some incredible guitar playing. He's had so many good guitar players work with him. That and hockey, very cool. I used to play hockey in school and really liked it. And it was one of the sports where I was annoyed I didn't stay at it, if I'm honest, because I did really enjoy it. Another Killswitch song, because I'm in the right tuning for it. I've been doing these enough lately. But yeah, anybody new? If you're new and you like this sort of stuff, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. Oh. Hello, I am from Chile. Chile? Is that how you pronounce it? It's pretty cool, man. What time is it in Chile?
Upgrade your
Adverts. How's it going, Tay? Oh man, I don't know how to pronounce your name. One's TR. Death, Obituary. Both great bands, man. I just don't know anything by them, unfortunately. A lot of my favorite bands are really inspired by Death, and I keep telling myself I need to go and listen to them. I know Trivium's a big fan, and I love everything they've ever done, so I should probably go check out Death. Any songs you would recommend? Which band is that one? Well played. Thank you so much, man. It's that their last song was by Killswitch Engage, and it's called Collusion, and it's from their last album, which is only out a handful of months, and it's so good. If you like thrashy metal riffs and things like that, definitely worth checking out. Any Van Halen? Oh man, I'm sorry, I just don't know any. I know the songs, but I don't know how to play them. I love that sort of 80s style of guitar playing, but I definitely got into the metal highway, so to speak. So I need to go and check out some of the 80s stuff though, for sure. Great bands, and what a player. He's probably, he probably was the OG shredder, probably the most influential guitar player in the world, Eddie Van Halen. It took me a few years to understand that, just the amount of stuff that he brought into modern guitar playing and things like that. Play your favorite song. I don't know what my favorite one would be at the minute. I have been learning a lot of Disturbed and a lot of Killswitch Engage lately, but I'll throw a bit of Disturbed on once this really annoying advert stops. definitely made some stupid mistakes there. I just want to go back to the solo there. See, when you decide to change how you play something while you're playing it, it's always a terrible idea. So there's a lick there that I decided to try and alternate pick that. I never play it like that. Like, it tripped me up completely. So I'll try it again, just the solo. Devil's Advocate, that's a cool name, man. Anime recap shorts, hello. Yeah, got a few more people in.
I'm looking for something fresh, something long.
Yeah, anybody new, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I'm so close to 2,000 subs, I can taste it. And I'm just trying to hit that number, really, honestly. Oh, yes, I wanted to give Stricken one more go there, but on the solo, just disturbed. Maybe I'll try it in the backing track just. Let's see. Something like that. I'm gonna give it one more go though. It's definitely an underrated solo for sure. Love this song, super underrated. Nailed it. Thank you, Devils. I want to be great like Elvis. Oh, Nickelback, such a good song. I love Nickelback. I will always defend Nickelback. They're a great band. Thank you very much, Chris. Yeah, Dan Donegan's a really underrated guitar player. He very quickly became one of my favorites because the guitar solos are very unique. Like that. And then the ending lick that I can never. Like, what is even going on there? Like, it's so busy, but it works. See what else will we do. Pretty warmed up, so I'll jump into this. That one is a burner in the right arm. Yosef, very good. Thank you so much, man.
Stop paying full price for me.
Devil's Advocate, you're inspiring me, man. Thank you so much, man. That's cool to hear. Are you a guitar player? Yeah. Anybody, any questions about playing guitar, metal, any of that sort of stuff? Let me know. I love sharing knowledge on stuff I know stuff about, and it's really only playing guitars. Could you play The Man Who Sold the World? Great song. I'm sorry, I just don't know how to play it. I remember something like that, is it? Something like that. I remember learning it like 15 years ago or something like that, in the early days of playing guitar. See if you know this one. sorry to hear that. That was that good. What? I need to actually look up what that is. I don't really know what it is. Sorry to hear that it affected your guitar playing. Is there any sort of rehab or anything that you can do for it or anything like that? I don't really know anything about it. Thank you very much, Joseph. Audio messing up, skipping, audio issues. Is there still audio issues, guys? YouTube doesn't tell me anything when I do these lives, so I appreciate you letting me know. Okay, now, can you hear me fine? Okay. Yeah, anybody new? It's skipping. Strange. Maybe it'll fix itself shortly. I don't know if it's maybe my internet. Hopefully it fixes itself. Natural tremolo? Oh no. Wonder, can I pause it? Let me see. If I can pause it, maybe it won't be as bad. Look at that. Didn't realize you could do green screen. Turn that off. Is it still skipping like crazy? Yeah, unfortunately there doesn't really appear to be much I can do other than end the stream. Ooh no. Where are you, Devil's Advocate? Be interesting to know if it's maybe specific to where you are versus other people, but I don't really know. Anybody who's watching, can you let me know where you are and if it's really bad right now, like the audio? Oh, well, I didn't do anything, Devil, but I don't know why it's... See, I can't see any problem on my end, so... Which doesn't mean, you know, it could well be my problem. I don't really know what's going on, but if it's working now, happy days. Sorry if that was coming across as terrible quality, guys. India, DD, very cool. Yeah, I hate having to say this, but like, as I say, if you're new and you like playing guitar, you like guitar playing, you like metal, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It really helps me out. I'm close to, I'm like 100 away from 2,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Mississippi. Very cool, man. What time of day is it in Mississippi? Geez, you're watching early, man. I appreciate it. Shelf name? Shelf? What do you mean shelf? Ryan Mills.
The steakhouse snack.
More down pick and practice. Gonna jump into this one again. I'm trying to make this song easy to play. song kills your right arm. Oh my god, crack. You know, in due time. That was one. It's probably still one of my top 5 favorite Killswitch songs. It's so good. That was like the first song I heard with Jesse, like coming back into the band, obviously. Great band, or sorry, great song. I did learn it about 2 years ago, but I'd need to sit down and relearn it. It was quite tricky from what I remember because it's quite fast, but great song. Just tried to find my guitar. I don't know where it is. Yeah, man, definitely find it and get playing. Great sound. Thank you very much, Colin. Yeah, there's a lot of names here I have not seen before, so if you're new and you like playing guitar, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Getting closer to 2,000 subs, which is crazy for this sort of stuff, so yeah, means a lot if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button. Like, comment, all that sort of stuff. I'm trying to post as many videos as I can. How's your guitar? Got one in order. As in an Aristides, Colin? And I'm waiting patiently because I find it easier to talk about guitars than play them, if I'm honest. I like playing them, but I also like talking about them, so I'm intrigued here. You said you've got one in order. Does that mean an Aristides? Like, have you put an order in, or what do you mean? Yeah, man. What'd you go for? I want to know the model, if it's raw or painted. I want to know the specs. I want to know everything. How's it going, Luke? Nice to meet you. Polish man. I do want to go to Poland sometime. I've heard it's really nice. Can you do... I don't know any System of a Down, man. Sorry. I'm gonna try a song I haven't tried in a while, which always kicks my ass. So we'll see how far we get with it, basically. Adverts.
You must be smart. Young.
Really need to sign up for YouTube Premium at some stage. That song absolutely minces my right arm. I haven't played that one in a while, and it shows, but you can tell just playing faster down picking stuff keeps you kind of in the ballpark. I would really need to sit and practice that one for a wee bit longer. What was the first Killswitch Engage song you learned? See, when I first got into them, it was maybe like 15 years ago, and I wasn't very good at playing guitar, and their stuff was too hard for me to play, so I was probably playing riffs here and there, thinking I could play the songs, and I couldn't, so it was probably like a really bad version of My Curse or End of Heartache, something like that there. But it's just interesting because I've been playing guitar now for quite a bit longer, and I really got into their more thrashy stuff, so particularly the albums with Howard Jones are phenomenal. They're so good, but they definitely changed up the music side of things. I think when Jesse came back into the band, it was more like thrash oriented, and I really love like how different the riffs are compared to the other. And I think they just wanted something that would mature a wee bit better, I suppose. Like I think all these could be classic metal in 10, 20 years for sure. But yeah, what a great band. Going to see them 3 times at the end of the year, and I can't wait. Tolk, how's it going? What was the first Killswitch song you learned up, Ginger Jesus? Mike Stringer model in raw black, first time 7-string and Evertune for me, drop F sharp, but debating changing it to C standard. That's awesome, man. Will this be your first Aristides? It's funny that you should get yourself into the Ariomatics Facebook group if you're not in it, because the guys are great. You're probably already in it if you've been dealing with Pascal or Jerome. They've probably added you into it if you're on Facebook, but great place to be. Like a really, really great community of guitar players, and they're all just nerds when it comes to the specs, but that sounds amazing. I did have a raw 060 for a while. It was owned by K-Mac. If you go through my videos, you'll actually see I did a review of it. But I love their guitars. They're phenomenal. I have 3 of them at the moment, 2 raws and 1 painted. I might actually sell the painted one just because I really love how the raws feel. But I have been dreaming up specs for a new raw build, which will just be another single humbucker. So I'm trying to think, if you're going 7-string and Evertune, is it multi-scale or are you doing like a straight scale? So if you're curious, this is the 060 RS in multi-scale. And I've had this thing since 2019, and it's bulletproof, honestly. Like just one humbucker. What pickups are you going for in it? No. Cool, Marty. Nice, bro. Stream you. Nice. Thanks for watching, Tulk. Multi-scale, yes. Also first time with holocron pickups. Yeah, they're very new, man. Like, I think they only really came out a couple of months ago, but I suppose they're the Mike Stringer signature, I suppose. So yeah, you can let me know what they sound like. I've played a few bare knuckle pickups and they're always very good, so knowing that, they're probably going to be great sounding pickups. But no, very cool, man. Excited to see it. I'll need to get you on Facebook so you can give me updates on it, because great guitars, phenomenal. I've been playing for about 5 years. I've learned a few Killswitch Engage riffs, but I'm working on learning 2 weeks by All That Remains. Not as technical, but I know a few Motionless in White songs on guitar. See, man, it doesn't really matter if things are technical or not. Like, if they're good songs, they're good songs. Motionless in White is probably a great band to get your teeth into metal with, because the guitar playing would be less technical. But it would still require like strong, solid rhythm and stuff like that there. But All That Remains and Killswitch will definitely sharpen that right hand for sure. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go and get some lunch, guys. But thank you very much to anybody who stayed watching or who has watched the stream or is maybe gonna watch the the upload version of it, which isn't live. I don't really know how that works, but yeah, as I said before, really trying to get 2,000 subscribers here. So if you like this sort of stuff, please consider hitting subscribe. I'm gonna go get some lunch. I might come on a wee bit later, I'm not too sure, but we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to do this daily. But thank you very much for watching. I appreciate everybody who has been asking questions and watching. So yeah, deep purple speed king. Sorry man, I don't know it, but you're a bit late with the request this time anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat. But thank you everybody who's watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.